Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm Jaynes, and this is How We're Living. What a beautiful spring day. So grateful. Remember, please everyone hit like and subscribe. I appreciate everyone's support. It's been great. It's getting exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited about losing everything. That's the topic of today. I've lost pretty much everything, but in doing so, I'm gaining freedom, and I'm gaining peace, and I'm gaining strength that I could have never ever had. Got my Bonner Radiate Positivity shirt on today. I'm radiating positivity. We hold on to so many things. Look, I'm having to sell my house. Like, that's my last thing. I don't know where I'm going to live next month. I really don't. But somewhere, I'm going to be okay. And I have peace that most people don't have. And it's been from the struggle that I've been through. So if you're struggling right now, keep that in mind. It's for something. It's for something. And I'll get to that more. And one thing I've learned is, like, whatever your situation is, whatever's bad in your life, whatever struggle, we get caught up playing that victim. We want to, well, if so-and-so had done this to me, or if I hadn't lost a job, like, we blame, if it's a job, relationship, whatever, we like to blame other people. I got some news. Whatever situation you have in your current life, you created. Not anybody else. It's no one else's fault. And as long as you blame other people or situations, you have no hope. You're stuck. You're really screwed. You're not going to move past that. You created whatever's in your life with your thinking, with your emotions. And that's what I'm learning. And it's going to help me do some amazing coaching. I've got that coming up too. I'll be sharing more about that this week. Another thing is, like, I have no fear of failure. I have nothing to lose. I've got an interview for something in like a little over an hour. I need to go get ready for it. But it's like a Zoom, but it's something. I have more and more things coming my way, but, like, I'm not afraid to fail anymore, because failure is really just about quitting. You can't fail unless you give up. And while it's been a struggle, man, like, I'm making money every day. I'm helping people every day. I got nothing to lose, man. I got nothing to lose, and I really can't fail. So it's a beautiful place to be. It's freeing. Sometimes you just have to win that day. So if you're struggling today, if it's a tough day, if you're in a tough situation, just win the hour. Win the next 2 hours. Get through the day. Because this too shall pass. Good and bad. It applies to both, but your tough situations are going to pass. We don't get to choose the curriculum. We're here to take a curriculum. We have to go through these things. We have to suffer our biggest problem as humans is we think we shouldn't have any problems, which is irrelevant. It doesn't even make sense. But we think everything should go our way. How would you know what happy is if you have never been sad? How would you know what abundance is if you've never experienced lack? There's dualities that just exist in life. And for us to resist them, man, when you're fighting a problem, when you're pushing something away, it's still got you. You've got to learn to just accept what is. Doesn't mean that you're like, okay, well, this is just my life. No, this is what it is right now. What is this teaching me? How can I be better through this? What can I do differently? Each step, we just have to take our own notes and learn. And you got to do the hard work yourself. Nobody's going to change your life. Nobody's going to come to your door and discover you. Nobody's going to call you up and offer your passion to you. You got to do the work. And a lot of that is shadow work and dealing with your darkness. And we all have it. So that's just something that I've learned along the way. Another thing that's really helped me is just to be the observer of my thoughts. Meditation's a huge thing. I've been doing a 4 times a day daily meditation. It's like 11 minutes. It's very powerful. And I'm going to sleep listening to like an hour-long meditation. And it's taught me to be aware. And that's the thing, because we don't realize our minds run crazy. We think. We think 70,000 thoughts a day. That's absurd. 70,000. Most of them are probably pretty negative. And the things we say to ourselves and think about ourselves are horrible. It's all with guilt, regret. I should have. No, none of that's effective. None of that's serving you and not serving your higher purpose. So learn to be that observer. Try to meditate. It's beautiful outside. Like, when I'm done with this, before I get ready for the next thing, I'm going to close my eyes and just enjoy the moment and observe my thoughts. They're like clouds, man. You can like reach up, you see clouds going by, you can't just reach up and grab one. They come and go. So do your thoughts. Another thing that's super powerful is like I'm free of most fears. I'm so free of fear. I'm finally selling my house, which is like my last thing, but it's been holding me back too. I can't rebuild credit until I get out of this. It's been a great home. We've raised our kids here, but it's time to move on and let someone else enjoy it. It's just stuff, man. It's just stuff, and stuff keeps us trapped. Stuff keeps us trapped. But just being free of fear, like, what if I run out of money? Check, done that a bunch. What if I don't have insurance? Check, haven't had insurance in a year. What if I get my power turned off? Check. What if I get my water turned off? Check. I've been through all that. I've had all my utilities cut off. I'm way behind on my house. Until I get out of here, I can't do anything about it. But I'm already making the changes, and I know that good things are flowing to me. We just get caught with, fears, and they're irrational. The things that we fear, most of the times they never happen. So what I've learned is I catch myself thinking something that scares me or makes me feel differently, negative and fearful. I just have to ask myself if is it happening right now? 99% of the time it is not. 99% of the time, if you ask yourself that question, is it happening right now? It's not. If it is, guess what? Good news. That's the only time you can do anything about it. If you're afraid of something tomorrow, you can't deal with it till then. But most of the things that we make up in our minds are worst case scenarios. We automatically go to the worst case scenario. Think more positively. Guard your thoughts. If we knew the power of what we thought and how we felt and the impact of the emotion that goes along with that thought, we'd be very, very careful in how we selected our thoughts. Let's see. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to walk this path. I could be like, 20 years from retirement in something that I hate, just existing and stuck. I'm not. I wouldn't recommend this path. It's not been easy, but it's been my path. And I'm so much better for it. I really, they say that suffering, at some point in your suffering, that it becomes functional for your awareness. They say that suffering becomes grace. And it is. I'm finding that, man. That's so powerful. To the point that I could have kept making six figures, being miserable. I'm not saying the other stuff was fun, but I was living inauthentic. Spell the word live backwards. What do you have? Evil. If you're living backwards, if you're not being true to yourself, you're living evil. That's a fact. Hang on. There we go. So if you're suffering, just hang in there. It's for something, and it's going to make you better. It's going to make your life better. Trust your inner guide. You always know what's right for you. I've just learned to trust that. And part of that is going through this process of losing everything. I'm very strong internally. It's powerful, man. It's powerful, but trust your gut. You always know what's right. Listen to that voice inside of you, especially that one that won't go away. You may be doing something that you know is wrong for you, that you know you're wasting your life. Well, address it, move on. Life's too short. We can't miss out on the best. And I believe I'm here for my best. I'm about to start my coaching practice. I have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. What happens if it doesn't succeed? I don't have expectations succeeding. I have gifts, and people are willing to pay someone to help change their life. And I've been so successful in my coaching already for the past 10 years, on and off. I've been highly successful. You know why? Because when you have even one person, I've had multiple say, Lance, she saved my life. Wow. That's what matters, to make a difference. So if you're not making a difference, even if you have to do it on the side at first, do it. Do what you love to do. Make time to put your good where it does the most. It's very important. I'm excited. I'm losing everything. But you know what? I'm gaining a lot of freedom with that too. It's not all bad. It's just how you look at things. And that's one thing I get to choose. Viktor Frankl, who wrote Man's Search for Meaning. It's a great quote, it is. And he talks about that. Everything can be taken from a man except his ability to choose how he responds no matter what's happening in his life. That's not verbatim, but we can always choose. Maybe something appears to be bad, but It's happening for a reason. Hang in there. I'm going to close with one of my favorite poems. It's a great movie too. And Nelson Mandela is a big hero of mine. This poem meant a lot to him, but it's very powerful to me, and especially what I've been through. Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, black is the pit from pole to pole. I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds me and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Thanks, everybody. Hang in there. It's spring. It's time for change. It's time for more. Whatever your situation, you created it. Change your thinking, change your emotions, change your life. Thanks, everybody. As always, have a happy now, because you can't be happy yesterday and you can't be happy tomorrow. Thanks.